Well, it's actually a date I'll always remember. It was August 24th of 2011, and earlier in the day I'd received a call from a friend of mine that was pretty much in touch with a lot of things in state government, and he mentioned the fact that he had heard that the Department of Corrections, the current secretary, was going to be leaving, and that they were looking for a replacement. And at the time, neither of us had any idea that I was even one of the names under consideration. So, and we chatted a little bit just about how many secretaries have been here, and that the agency deserved to get somebody that could, maybe carry it more into the future. And couldn't have been a couple of hours later, I got a call from Commissioner Bailey. Said the governor would like to see you. And he didn't want to tell me what about. He said the governor had sworn him to secrecy, but finally he did let me know that what they wanted to talk to me about was being the secretary of the Department of Corrections. And so I walked into a meeting with the governor and the governor's chief of staff, and for the better part of the next 45 minutes, I truly did not feel I was a good fit for the agency, primarily because I had no background in corrections. I knew nothing about corrections. And actually the governor gave me some pretty good advice, because he indicated, he said, well, you don't need to be the expert. There's a lot of those that are already there, and I need you to go over there and give them leadership and lead the agency. And so ultimately I agreed to accept the position, and I asked him about the transition, and I knew I was in trouble when he looked at his watch instead of his calendar, because I think that meeting ended about 2:30, and at 4:30 I was walking in the door of the Department of Corrections, letting them know I was the new secretary, and wondering if I was going to be Baker active, because they gave me no paperwork proving that, and anybody could walk in off the street and say they were the new secretary. But that was quite an eventful day, and I recall when I left the governor's office, I had to call my assistant at FDLE and ask her where the Department of Corrections was, because they had moved from the Blairstone address, and I didn't know where to. And so I was appointed to be secretary of an agency that I didn't even know where their office was.